You look marvelous. Oh, yeah, I do. I know. Thank you. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here. I am back from my little vacation. Little couple days off. But as you saw yesterday in my Metal God video, I'm back to doing videos. I'm back on track. So the train, like I always say, the train never stops. But we had to make a pit stop to refuel. And now we are full steam ahead, pretty much to the end of the year, into pretty much a little bit of 2025. But we'll see what happens as we get through the next four plus months. But it is I, your Extreme Heavyweight Champion of the world, the tribal god of Extreme himself. That is me, Peter fucking Joseph here, for another video on this Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night. And you know what that means. It's time for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching, and as always, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside of my big pants. It's big down there. Trust me. You ladies, you know about that, right? But it is what it is. But hit the subscribe button down below on this channel, my other channels down there in the description box. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but don't. If you're gonna leave stupid comments, go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Grow up and get a life. But for others, you can do that if you wish. You don't have to. I'm not begging you to, or just if you want to do it. But in any case, share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Gotta be real there too. If you want to follow me, you have to be real. If not, you're getting blocked. You don't like it? Tough shit. And so Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, follow me on social media. Don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the fucking face. Because you're SOL. And you know what that means. But if you don't know what SOL means, look it the fuck up. Yeah. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And if you're new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. You grab that cold one. Dipsy. Grab that cold one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And like I said, if you like it, great. You know, there's the door. Don't let it hit your stupid fat ass on the way out. Go on your dead channel with 5 subs. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But if you are coming to my channel for the very first time, and you're a real person, not some fake as fuck idiot with 6 million channels, I mean, thank you for the free view and the sub, by the way, if you do that. But if you're a real person and you just want to find out about my channel, you like wrestling and sports and music and all that other shit, you came to the right place. Because I am real as can come. I don't bullshit. I don't clickbait or anything like that. So, and that's pretty much it. And all the stories you have heard are all bullshit. So, you want to listen to a bunch of bullshit liars? Then go be with them. But you want to hear the truth? This is the place to be. And that's pretty much it. But thank you for your support anyway. Asshole. Let me move on. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. We got NXT coming up at the top of the hour. Should be a great show. We're 2 weeks away from No Mercy. Actually, take that back. A week from Sunday, we got No Mercy. So we got a lot of things tonight. A lot of people saying it's Tate tonight. I don't know about that, but we got a lot of good stuff on the show. Triple threat match to see who faces Ethan Page at No Mercy. We got Wesley, Pete fucking Dunne, the Bruiserweight, and say his name, and he appears. Sing along with me. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah. That's probably going to be our main event tonight. Triple threat match to see who goes to No Mercy. We got that. We got I think we got Kaylani Jordan and Wendy Choo-Choo. Non-title. I think it's non-title. Well, we got that. we got the start of that little mini tournament with the 6 competitors who have never got a title shot, like Sol Ruca, Jada Parker, and, all the other Carmen Petrovic, all those lovely ladies who never got a title shot against Roxy. And that little mini tournament begins. I don't know if the whole thing is tonight or it ends next week or whatever it does, but the winner of that will face Roxy for her NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy. I'm pretty much thinking it's going to be Sol Ruca, because it has to be a face, because Jada Parker, she's not a face, obviously, but it'd be nice to see that, but I think it's going to be Sol Ruca, and, Roxy's going to dismantle her, and then eventually we're going to get Stephanie Verker and Julia, who's, she kind of extended her stay in Marigold now, but she is, on her way to NXT. Don't know when, maybe I don't know if we're going to see her at No Mercy, probably not. I think we're going to definitely see her by Halloween Havoc in October, or maybe somewhere in between, but we got that. But Stephanie Verker, she's on her way, but she's having some visa problems. What else is new? But we'll see what happens with all that. And we move on a whole lot more tonight on NXT. Also, we got Oba! Ooh, Femi! I think he's getting into a little tussle with my cousin, Tony D'Angelo, over that North American title. We'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, Charlie Dempsey is the 2-time Heritage Cup champion. We'll see what happens with him. Tag team titles with A-Kid and Ben Frazier, the superhero Power Rangers. See what's going on with that. I think the Good Brothers are going to be in action tonight against I don't know who, but we'll have to see what happens tonight. But that happens tonight, but it should be a good show. But we'll talk about that probably later tonight on my Peter Joseph channel with your NXT review. Little quickie news notes. Collision went up again. Their ratings, they had the best ratings in the last month, basically. They went from like 189,000 earlier this month at during SummerSlam, and this past week's episode, 409,000 views. So, little bit, getting a little bit better in the ratings. SmackDown, I don't even know what SmackDown did. I had to do another 2 million at least. But not many SmackDowns left. I think we got 3 SmackDowns left. This Friday, next Friday, which is in Berlin, which is taped, and then the final SmackDown on Fox will be September the 6th on Fox. So that's the final one. That's the final show that maybe Wade Barrett and Corey Graves will be on, because Michael Cole is going to be taking over in September. And we got that from September probably to January, because I think what I heard that Cole is going to Raw for the Netflix premiere of Raw, and Pat McAfee rejoining him, because Pat's we'll talk about Pat in a minute with your Raw review. Pat's last show was last night. He's going to do some college football every time around this year. So he's going to be out for the next 3.5 months, pretty much the next 4 months. I'll be back on Raw. I don't know what Raw that's going to be on Netflix. I haven't heard anything about the actual start date for Netflix. I don't know if it's going to be January the 6th, but that's kind of like a weird day. Like, some Spanish holiday, I don't know what it is, but the Epiphany, I know that, but for you Christians out there, I don't know if they're going to do it that day, or it's going to be the 13th, which is the following week. So I have to see what happens with all that. And that's pretty much kind of the news of the day, really is. Oh, one more thing, the AEW Warner Brothers Distribution TV deal is intensifying. Warner Brothers gave him another offer, which pretty much double the one before that. So, they still got some bureaucratic things to work on, but looks like AEW is going to get a multi-year TV deal with TBS and TNT. How many years? Like I said, I don't know. It might be 3 to 5 years, but But AEW staying in business and pretty much staying on the Turner Broadcasting Network. So that's good. Now, get rid of Rampage and put Ring of Honor on that slot, then I'd be happy. But, I don't know, let's see what happens with that. I know Ring of Honor was supposedly going to be in that Warner Brothers TV deal. I mean, that's nice. Where are you going to put it? Put it on Thursday nights? That's fine by me, but we'll see what happens with that. But that's we'll keep abreast. Did I say breast? Abreast of we'll keep a lookout on the news and everything tonight if anything big pops off. But we got that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, really quickly right here on the channel, thank you for watching. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You like it? Great. You don't, get the fuck out. Simple as that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday evening, August the 20th, 2024, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night thoughts. You understand? Thoughts, you understand? And we got that. So, a little quickie review for Monday Night Raw. As we are 1 week from Saturday afternoon, August the 31st, Bash in Berlin, our brand new pay-per-view. As we're going to Germany. We're going to Berlin, Germany, former home of the Berlin Wall. And that's pretty much it for that. We got a lot to talk about. Some new matches. One new match was announced. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so we started, by the way, we emanated from the FLA Live Arena in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A couple hours away from Orlando, which was on SmackDown. I don't even know what SmackDown is this week, but whatever. But we got that. Comment, and as always, Mitchell Cole, and for the final time this year, Pat McAfee, the legend that he is. And that's that. Alright, so we start off the show with Randy Orton and his monotonous voice! Once again, back on Raw. Thanks to Nick Aldis. Alright, so he's in the ring. He's like, I've never done this before. I haven't really done this in a while, but welcome to Monday Night Raw. Cheap pop, as always. He says, next time I do this, I will be a 15-time world champion. I doubt that, but we'll see. He says, after I drop Walter with a Gilmore cutter, we don't call it the RKO anymore, in Berlin, and then Walter comes out, basically tells off the fans, calling them Florida rednecks to shut up, basically. He's like, I'm not sure what you're celebrating about, and then we hear, USA, USA, America! Where's Donald Trump when you need him? But we get, pretty much all that. Orton's like, I'm never going to RKO you again. Lie. So Walter will just have to leave Orton a bloody freaking mess. Then Walter reveals Orton, Randy as a one-trick pony. Orton says, it's gonna be a long 8-hour flight after losing your belt because I'm gonna put my size 15 XX double wide boot. You know what they ain't about double wide, huh, Randy? Especially with your hot wife. But anyway, we got that. So things were intensifying, and then Marcel Barthel comes from behind, jumps Orton, and chop blocks him. And Randy's like holding his arm. So it's a 2-on-1 beatdown. They just leave Randy for dead. And Randy's going to be taking on Marcel Barthel in our main event later in the night. But we'll get to that a little bit later. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of what happened with Pete fucking Dunne smashing Sheamus fella! Smashing his hand with that shillelagh last week. So we see Sheamus with Jackie Redmond ready to beat Pete Dunne up. And we see his hands in a humongous cast. So we get to that match. It was a certified banger. Holy crap, this was great. Back and forth they went. There's a point in the match where Pete Dunne slapped Sheamus in the face, and Sheamus is like, bitch! Basically, he's trying to emulate EO. Beach! Baka! I miss Asuka. Asuka's in my bedroom locked up right now. No, I'm kidding, she's not. But you're not locked up, but, she's there. We just had amazing sex before, but it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. I kid. So, match continues on. And then, probably the move of the night was Pete Dunne gets a little creative near the end of the match, ties the broken hand, the injured hand in the turnbuckle, goes for a running kick to probably break the hand even more. Sheamus like, and basically rips his hand off the turnbuckle, and then bro kicks the living fuck out of Pete Dunne. 1, 2, 3. The fans went nuts. I marked the fuck out. I was like, damn! So, Sheamus gets a little bit of revenge on Pete fucking Dunne for last week. Gets the big win in under 11.5 minutes. This match was great. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Your match of the freaking night. Loved it. I told you that Sheamus puts on certified banger after banger after banger. This was great. Loved it. Move on. Alright, we move on from there. Alright, then we get to the ever-growing is Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston situation. What's going on there? Is Xavier gonna turn? When is he gonna turn? Is it gonna be tonight? Is it gonna be, out on Raw last night? It's gonna be, when is it gonna happen? Well, it didn't happen last night, because it seemed like, Kofi's like, Woods is like, I think, you got this big O from a man, big O. Odyssey Jones is like, I think you brought him in to replace Big E, and Woods and Kofi's like, no, I'm not trying to do that. Because, he was where we were, like, a few years ago, with basically nowhere. So Woods is like, okay, I can understand that. We're cool. Or are we? So we get to that. They got a 6-man tag team match with the Final Testament, the All-Star Pain, Akam and Razor, and Killer Cross, along with Scarlett Bordeaux. Oh my. And Precious Paul Ellering. We'll get to that later. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then we got a nice video for Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, basically saying, nobody's gonna beat me. And then we find out later there's gonna be a number 1 contenders tournament beginning next week. Jey Uso, the G-Man, feeling pretty damn oozy lately. So he declared himself for the tournament, probably win it. As I think they're going that route. But then again, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso going after Finn Balor and JD McDumpfuck for those tag team belts before they join up with Roman by the Survivor Series. We'll see. I'll get that. Alright, then we got a recap of Ivy Nile turning on Maxine Dupree last week. But before we get to that match, Chad Gable welcomes her to the team. Okay. I thought they were already a team. American made, And basically says they're still going after the Wyatt Six. Bad idea. So then we go to Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile 90-second match, which ends in a no contest, because the Wyatt Six come out. The lights go out. We see Ivy's in the middle of the ring. I'm like, uh-oh, she's gonna get fucked up by this woman, Miss Sister Abigail herself, Nikki Cross, who basically hits a running cross body on Ivy, lays her out, and then Chad Gable's all alone in the ring with Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dexter Lumis. And he's like looking around, like, oh, I'm fucked. And then next thing you know, he turns around right into Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas. Boom! Sister Abigail lays him out. And then next week, we got Uncle Howdy's Raw debut. Next week, as he takes on Chad Gable, and you know he's gonna win. Obviously. I mean, why would they make him lose? Why would they make any of the Wyatt 6 members lose? I mean, they're on a roll right now. Great cinematics, good shit. So, that's that. Alright, then we got a dueling promo with Damian Priest, Poppy and Mommy, basically. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, basically wanting to destroy the entire Judgment Day and, hyping their, match with Liv Morgan and Dominic Garnedo ese. Well, we got that. Then later on, Dom and Liv are talking. They want to basically end the Terror Twins and like lay them out. Dom faces Damian Priest one-on-one later on. Doesn't really go that well for Mr. Poppy Priest, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so after that, then we go to probably one of the worst segments of the night. Punky Brewster, Punk comes out with a leather strap. Praises the Florida Panthers for winning the Stanley Cup this past June. What did you have to go through to get there? Oh, that's right, the Rangers after in 6 games. You wouldn't have got there. So the idiots in Fort Lauderdale, let's go Panthers! I saw some Ranger fans there. There was some closet Ranger fans. Let's go Rangers! Shut up! Anyway. So, Punk talks about all the fans he met at Fanatics Fest. Talk about a girl who beat cancer. And said Punk was an inspiration to her while she was fighting cancer. That's pretty damn nice. Then a fan from Taiwan said she had flown 15 hours to meet the guy. He's like, I haven't stood in this ring in Florida in a very long time. And he's like, did you guys try me? You're the greatest. The fans have to mark out, of course. Then Punk talks about all the bracelets the fans made for him, and people like Rhea Ripley, Bayley, and Punk goes into a tangent saying, I'm Taylor Swift for men. Huh? Okay. And I'm like, when's Drew coming out? So, finally, Drew comes out. Punk's like, I got a bracelet for you in the form of this strap here. And basically challenges Drew McIntyre for round 2, Electric Boogaloo in Berlin. And it's going to be a strap match. Now, I don't know if it's going to be... Well, Punk was talking about hitting all 4 corners, like old school WWE style. Well, back in the day. 4 corners, you hit the button, and then you hit the turnbuckle, and the light goes green or red. So, I don't know if they're going to do that type of match, or it's just going to be a regular scrap match, where they just beat the fuck out of each other, pin them 1, 2, 3. I don't know. But we got that. Drew accepts the match. But Drew wants to fight right now if Punk drops the strap. Punk's like, no, but I want the bracelet. It's like, give me the bracelet and maybe we'll fight right now. Drew's like, nope, ain't gonna happen. And Punky says Drew would be attached to him in Berlin. And I thought he said something about AJ. AJ Lee. That Aish. But we get that. So it's good. We're gonna get the rematch in Berlin. Punk probably gonna win that match. Then, October the 5th, at Bad Blood, they're gonna probably finish this off in Hell in a Cell. That's, I think that's where the feud finally ends, and I hope Drew beats him, and beats Punk, throws him off the top of the cage to his death. But, I doubt that, but anyway. I hope Punk loses the feud, and then he goes to Seth Rollins probably after that, before we get to the Royal Rumble. But we'll see. I think that screams freaking WrestleMania, but that's just me. Punk will definitely be in the Royal Rumble again, but he won't win. I think Randy Orton's gonna win it next year. But, we'll see. Alright. Then we go to, the 6-man tag team match. The Final Testament against the New Day. And the Big O. Not Barry O, but Odyssey Jones, the Big O. Scarlett Bordeaux and Paul Ellering at ringside. This match wasn't even that great. Under 8-minute match. Kofi Kingston hits Trouble in Paradise, man. And then Xavier hits the Limit Breaker. And then Odyssey Jones is in the ring, hits the Abyss Black Hole Slam on Razor. 1, 2, 3, they get the win. There was a little moments where you think that Xavier was about to turn, and no. So, this was the perfect night to do it. But I don't know why they didn't do it. I think Hunter's just like, let it cook a little bit more. But like, we know this is going to happen. And people saying, oh, Kofi's going to turn. Oh, somebody's going to turn. Maybe it's Odyssey Jones turning on both of them. It's like, oh, fuck this. But, yeah, the New Day, after 10 years, are finally going to break up. Do I like it? Don't care. I don't really care about that. Alright, then we get a nice tribute video to Alpha. Put up your ones. For Roman, of course. That's his uncle. Great tribute video to him. We get that. Then we get The Miz. He's going to fight Bronson Reed in a no disqualification match. Saying, I got to stand up for, one of the only friends I got is our Fool, R-Truth. And he's like, I'm not sure I want to even do this, but I got to do what a man's got to do. So, he goes into this match, no disqualification, meaning anything goes. Freaking table does not break. I mean, that announce table was made in Japan, because it felt like a Japanese goddamn table. I am the table! Well, we got that. Back and forth they went. Miz goes to a table after a Death Valley driver. By Mr. Big Bronson Reed. Then he goes up top, hits Tsunami! 1, 2, 3, in over 8 minutes. The Miz, bye-bye, so long, farewell. Have fun with Maurice and your kids in Los Angeles, because we probably won't see you for another couple months. And that's pretty much it. So, match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. I thought it was boring. After the match, Bronson tries to do another 6,000 tsunamis, but then blood screaming comes out. I'm like, oh, here we go. I want to see this. Bronson's like, God, let's fight, you son of a bitch! So, we're going to get that next week. Hunter, take my money. That's all I got to say about that. It's going to be big, beefy men slapping the fucking shit out of each other next week on Raw. Are you excited? I'm excited. I can't wait. I think Braun Strowman's gonna get beat up, but that's just me. Alright, so we get that. Alright, then we go to the back. We had Marcel Barthel mocking Sheamus, who's basically ready to see him get Gilmore cutted out of his boots by Randy Orton, and it's not in this voice. Alright, then I mentioned the tournament next week to crown a new number one contender to the Intercontinental title. Braun's like, it's not my fault. I basically ran through the entire freaking roster. Not my fault. I'm a genetic freak. He's gonna spear the winner through the floor. Yikes. Hey, he's a genetic freak taking after his, his uncle Scott Steiner, the big bad booty daddy. Right, Scott? You want to say your line? You can say it. He's fat! The son of a bitch is fucking fat! Oh, Scott, calm down. No, I'll make him bleed! Thank you, Scott. You can go now. He's good. He's fat! Can you eat your Snickers, please? Thank you. Anyway, moving on. Alright, then we get to Dom Dom and Poppy Priest, which basically went nowhere because it was an ambush by the rest of the Judgment Day. They beat up Mommy, and they beat up Poppy Priest. Rhea Ripley, they get a little advantage on Dom. Rhea was about to put Dom through the announce table. Cole and Pat McAfee going crazy, like, do it! But that doesn't happen as Rio's about to put Dom through the table with Riptide, but Liv Morgan saves her boy toy, and then the rest of the Judgment Day beat the fuck out of both of them. Fiend Balor hits the coup de grace, Liv hits Oblivion, and Dom Dom hits the Eddie Guerrero ese frog splash. So the Judgment Day basically destroy the Terror Twins. And I think the Terror Twins might get some help coming on their way. I think we're gonna see Zelina Vega kind of get involved because she. I don't know about Zelina, but I think Zelina's gonna come back and try to get a revenge on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark and Sonya Deville. You know, the Pure Fusion Collective. Ugh, stupid name. But I do see Mommy and Poppy kind of getting three other people involved. I don't know who it might be, but you might get like a 5-on-5. They have to get they have the woman, which is Rhea. They have to get three other guys to go against probably Jey Uso and Sammy maybe. 'Cause they got an issue with the Judgment Day, so those tag team titles. But we got that. All right, let me change to NXT because NXT we got 1 minute. So we're finishing up Law and Order SVU, and we're gonna go right into NXT. But we're gonna talk about it in a minute. All right, so that no match there with Dom Dom and Poppy because of the ambush and the beatdown, and then after the break we get a post beatdown promo. Basically, they saying that this is just a preview of what's gonna happen at Bash at Berlin. Liv Morgan promises to make Rhea Ripley her bitch. Ooh. Damn fighting words there, Liv. Damn fighting words. I think it might be the other way around. But I think Mommy and Poppy will get their revenge, and then something will happen at Bad Blood. But I think I could see Liv Morgan and Rhea inside Hell in a Cell. I think that's probably the final match with that little feud. But we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to those women's tag team titles on the line. We have the Witches of WWE, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire taking on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark of the Pure Fusion Collective. Stop doing this. This is not the Bullet Club. Okay? Stop it. Taking on Io and Kairi, my two hot, amazing Asian wives next to Asuka, of course. Why are they still coming out with the Damage Control theme? I hate that theme. If it's Io and Kairi, why can't you just... Hello, Jada Parker. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. I wish, but I digress. Parker! We got Sol Ruka. Ooh. Sol Ruka looks like a musician from like the 80s. I can't put my finger on it. And then, who was that? Carmen Petrovich coming in. She gets beaten up in a parking lot. Oh, that dreaded parking lot. That dreaded parking lot strikes again. And looks like Carmen might be hurt. I think she got beat up by, I don't know who she got beat up by. It might have been Kendall Gray. I don't even know. But I know it was Carmen. I thought it was Rizzo for a second, but it's not her. But we got that, and now we got the hype for the number one contenders triple threat match tonight to see who faces Ethan Page at No Mercy. Wesley, Pete Dunne, and we say his name and he appears, Mr. Joe Hendry. And now we're going to Chase U. I mentioned before that the superhero Power Rangers are going to defend the tag team belts. I botched there. I forgot that Chase U won the belt, so Rich Holland and Mr. Chase, Andre Chase, are going to have a celebration tonight. So we're getting the recap of them winning the belts for the second or third time. So the Quad had a big old party last week. So we're going to see what happens with them and who they're going to be. I think we're going to get a rematch before we even get to new challenges like OTM, the Good Brothers, Gals, and Anderson. So we got that. Alright, so we got that. Now we go inside the Performance Center, well, the Capitol Wrestling Center with Chase U coming out to grace us with their presence. The new tag team belts. So, Thea Hale, Thea Hale, Duke Hudson, that too, and Riley, Don't Call Me Ozzy Osbourne come out through the crowd, and now Mr. Chase and Ridge Holland come out, and they break through a banner, like it's college football. Well, it is college football season. So, let's go FSU. I don't watch college football anymore, but FSU's not the same like back in the day with Charlie Ward and everything, like everybody like that. So we're gonna get, the Chase U celebration with the titles and everything like that. But we'll talk about that later. Alright, so we got Easter Dawn and Alba Fire taking on Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark taking on Io and Kairi. This wasn't a bad match per se, but wrong people that won this match. I was hoping Kairi and Io would win, and then maybe go on to face Jade and Bianca Belair next, but crazy sequence near the end. Io comes in, cleans house, running shotgun knees to the corner. Kairi tags herself back in for a double superplex on Alba Fire, and then Shayna Baszler comes back in, and her and Kairi beat the crap out of each other in the middle of that ring, kind of reminiscing of that Mae Young Classic a couple years ago. A few years ago, not a couple, but a few years ago. That was an epic match. When Kairi was actually on her game. I mean, she still is, but still, making her lose once in a while, not great. Come on now. And they're trying to get Kairi and Io over as baby faces now, because I think they turned them face real too quick, and I agree with Deluxe Man. I agree with him. Or just Alex, his name is now. Whatever, it's still Deluxe Man to me. I agree with you, dude. They turned Kairi and Io babyface way too soon. I would have waited until Asuka came back, and then, Dakota Kai eventually comes back from her injury, and then I think by the Royal Rumble, or maybe before the Survivor, maybe before WrestleMania, they kick her out, and finally we'll get the Black Lotus tribe. But I don't know what's going to happen with that. Like I said, it was too soon to turn them face, because the fans are like, yeah, I thought you were heels. We still, the fans still hate, them for turning on Bayley before WrestleMania. They still don't like Io, Asuka, and Kairi, and Dakota Kai for turning on them, and they're like, we don't like you. But I'm like, okay. Io's better as a face, to be honest with you. Kairi's better as a face, too. And Asuka, I think Asuka's better as a heel than a face, per se, but that's just me. Alright, so the Superhero Power Rangers just came out, and they want their guaranteed, rematch clause, so they're, cashing in their rematch clause. They want it tonight. And, and then Ben Faye's like, well, we had our differences in the past, but now we're back on the same page. We might have ran into each other, almost ran ourselves into the ground, but now we're back. So, they want their rematch, and then Rich Holland's like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but no. Basically. So, you didn't say please. So, yeah, basically saying everybody's, was saying that, oh, we're the underdogs, and look what happens with the underdog story. Underdog! Have no fear, underdog is here! Huh. But we got that. And, Rich Holland's like, everybody turned their back on me, nobody trusted me here in NXT, and especially here in Chase U, but look at us now, we're tag team champions. Mr. Chase is saying, take one day at a time. Great show, by the way. One day at a time. Oh, Valerie Bertinelli back in the day before she even knew about Eddie Van Halen. She's like, yeah. And then shaking her tits for no apparent reason. Not that she has titties, but like very tiny tits. It is what it is, but look at that. Alright, so get to the end, like I said, Shayna, and Kyrie go back and forth. Kyrie with a wicked back fist knocks Shayna down. Kyrie goes off for the insane elbow. And let me read my notes again. Oh yeah, Easter Dawn tagged herself in. Kyrie hits the insane elbow, but then Easter Dawn hits a we got a backstabber into a swanton, and Easter covers it wasn't I think it was Shayna Baszler. Thank God it was not Io. Not Kyrie. It's just like 1, 2, 3. Damn it! The Witches of WWE retained the women's tag team belts. I think it was a bad decision. The title should have changed, unless they're gonna do it at on pay-per-view. I don't think they're gonna be a tag title match on that. So now it looks like we're gonna get the Superhero Power Rangers against Riley, Don't Call Me Ozzy Osbourne, and Duke Hudson. Right there, right now to start off NXT. So pretty a good fiery segment. And now we're getting the creepy man with the creepy candy. That's Vic Joseph in his nice Men's Warehouse suit next to another guy who goes to a Men's Warehouse. That's Booker T, sucker! Alright, so we're kicking off NXT with a tag team match player. This should be pretty damn good. Well, we'll see what we have with that. But anyway, back to Raw we go. And like I said, Easter Dawn and Alba Fire, still your reigning, defending women's tag team champions. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to the back with Jackie Redmond and Jey Uso. Talk about Sammy is taking some time off to clear his head after, kind of getting involved. The whole thing with losing the belt to Braun Breaker and, trying to get his head screwed on straight because he's not feeling pretty oozy lately. Anyway, Jay's like, I'm entering the tournament, the Intercontinental title tournament. I think that's a very good choice. And then he's like, yeet. And then Jackie Redmond's talking. Then he goes behind Jackie Redmond, yeet. And then Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee talk about vocabulary. I'm like, we're not in school yet, Well, some people are in school now. I mean, the summer's over, kiddies. Time to go back to school. Well, it's that great video, that great Twisted Sister video. The summer is over. I am in command. So that little outburst, everybody will be in detention today at 3 p.m. in the basement. We got that. Let me move on. Alright, then Mitchell Cole announced that Pat McAfee is leaving for college football season. Then we get a nice little video package for Pat showing his highlights from this year. Entering the Royal Rumble and basically eliminating himself 5 seconds later because he saw Omos and I think Bronson Reed was like, nope, I'm out of here. And then him doing with a Braun Breaker, and then we see some other funny moments where Drew McIntyre almost threw the mic at him because he was pissed. Some good moments for a great man, and that's Pat McAfee. And a lot of people have been saying on social media that Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee are the best announced team today. I go with that. I will go with that. They are great, a great pairing. Way better than like Corey Graves and Bad News Wade Barrett, but I mean, it's gonna suck to not have Pat on Raw for the next 4 months, basically. And the final time his last actual, I think, broadcast is going to be around bowl season, like in December or so. So he'll be back on Raw with Michael Cole for the Netflix premiere. And then I don't know what's happening after that. They're going to stay back on Raw, or they're going to go to SmackDown. But that new guy from the MMA, I forgot his name, is going to be taking over for Raw. I think on September 9th. Because Cole's going to be going to SmackDown September 13th for the next couple months. Because every show is going to be on USA Network now. Raw is going to stay on USA until January. SmackDown's coming to USA September the 13th, and we got NXT for basically a month until the October 1st debut in Chicago, Illinois with CM Punk. You know, Punky Brewster, October the 1st on the CW, which is going to get a massive rating because they show him the Heartbreak Shawn Michaels said in an interview that some of the main roster stars are going to be on the show along with Punk on the debut episode for NXT and the CW. So those first 2 weeks are going to be massive ratings. I could probably tell you if they don't get 1 million both shows, that's kind of a disappointment because CW is a major local network. Everybody gets it around, pretty much around the country. And pretty much there won't be an overrun, so bye-bye to overruns, especially, I'll get to that in a minute, and I got a rant about that, about the USA Network, where they're fucking cutting off right before, and doing a fight or doing some big segment. They cut off. It's almost the same thing with SmackDown, because SmackDown ends like 3 minutes early because they gotta get to the news. I hate the news. With the USA Network, they just cut off and go to, The Anonymous, some fucking boring as fuck reality show. And at least NXT has an overrun, but when they go to the CW, bye-bye overrun. They're not gonna, the CW 11 is not gonna give an overrun to NXT when they have the 10 o'clock news coming up with Kaidi Tong or whoever. Goodbye overrun. And that pisses me the fuck off. But it is what it is. I get that. Alright, so great package for Mr. Pat McAfee, the legend. That's it. So we'll see what happens next week on Raw, who takes over for the next 4 months. If it's going to be Corey Graves and Cole, I wouldn't mind that. Or Wade Barrett joins with Michael Cole, I wouldn't mind that either. But it's probably going to be Byron Saxton. Ugh. Sorry, Alfred, but I know it's your dad, but still. Ugh. Should be me. You know how there's a story that Hunter is reading our tweets during Raw and SmackDown? I put out a tweet last night and said, hey, Hunter, I talk about something about some segment I was talking about. And I was like, hey, Hunter, this would be even better if you hired, like, me and Issa. Just saying. Not that I want to be on the road 350 days a year, but gotta bring the missus with me, too. So. And it won't be great because we'll probably be living in hotels most of the time, but like, what are we going to do on our off days? I don't know. We're going to fly back to New York? Be in Casa del Joseph for like 2 days? But probably not happening. I think we're just going to stay in whatever city we're going to be in, and then, whatever we go, whatever I'm doing, if I'm doing commentary or doing ring crew, I gotta be on the road pretty much 7 days a week. Just got to set up the ring, set up and take down the ring. And in between, maybe I'll meet some people like Poppy and Mommy and just talk to them, just like, hey, how's it going? I'm the new ring crew guy. How'd you get that job? I'm gifted, that's why. How old are you? 47. You don't look 47. I know. If I had $5 for every time somebody forgot my age, didn't even know how old I was, I'd be a fucking millionaire by now. I wouldn't be talking to you people. I'll be living in my mansion right now. My legit mansion, from my XWF days. My character had like he had a big old fucking mansion in the hills of Los Angeles, California. 5 Mercedes, by the way. 2 classic Cadillacs. And 1 hot fucking girlfriend. It wasn't, who, but it was Rosemary. Ugh. Glad that goes. This match hasn't been that bad. Super kick! Super kick! Alright, Ben Fraser's looking, I think he's going for a Phoenix Mercury. It looked like it was. He kind of had to roll through. Roddy Osborne, basically one man on an island, knocking down both guys. And then Ben Fraser runs up the ropes, and we're gonna get the Cataclysm. Nope. Ben Fraser, Riley stopped him, but Ben goes again. Here we go. Suplex into chasing the fucking dragon. Golden Ratio combo. And then Ben Fraser takes out Duke Hudson on the outside. And then A-Kid, 1, 2, and 3. There you go. A-Kid and Ben Fraser take care of the minions, the lesser great people from Chase U, Rowdy, don't call me Ozzy Osbourne, and Duke Hudson. So they get the win, and looking like they might be going back for those tag team titles. And Chase U back to the back to the blackboard. Superplex into chasing the dragon. That's probably a great finishing move. I think Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts and Bobby Fish might have something to say about that. Hey, you can't use chasing the dragon. That's our move. That would be a great tag team match. I would love to see that, but never gonna happen. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we get that. Now we go to outside the trainer's office with Robbie E. and Stevie Turner, along with Ava Raine. The newly 23-year-old Ava Raine, 23-25. In his 20s. Who is that? Oh, it's Brookie Hogan. It's Izzy Dane comes in. And, Kaylani Jordan's in the trainer's office. The trainer's room. I guess, trying to see, I guess he's looking after Carmen Petrovich. She's looking for something. What's she looking for? She's looking for something there. I don't know. What are you looking for? You looking for some adhesive tape? Somebody get the adhesive tape! Alright, so we got that, so I don't know what's happening with, somebody got replaced with Brinley Reese. Well, so Carmen got knocked out by Izzy Dame, I believe, and now Brinley Reese is taking her place. Ugh. Anyway. Now we got Wendy Choo-Choo coming out to take on Luna Faces. I thought she was taking on Kaylani, but I think that might be at not gonna be at No Mercy, but that could be. No, I think it will be at No Mercy, because Kaylani needs a new challenger after getting beating Tatum Paxley and now becoming friends with her. And then last week Wendy put Kaylani to sleep. So now Lola Vice somehow got into that whole situation because I think Lola was facing Tatum last week. It was just like one of those weird combos. But so we got Lola Vice taking on Wendy Choo Choo. Shut up, you Asian bitch. Reminds me of Lady Tapa. But remember that? I still get a kick out of that video that me and Rosa, I did my TNA review. Pretty much, I think it was like the beginning of 2014. It's still there on this channel, by the way. Go way back to 2014. That video still makes me laugh when I'm talking about Lady Tapa when she was Gail Kim's bodyguard, when Gail Kim was the Knockouts champion, and all Lady Tapa did in the ring was like, "Shut up, you Asian bitch." Ugh. I am Lady Topper. Ha ha ha. And freaking Rosa's freaking laughing up a storm because of my great impressions. But the only reason that she loves me for that, well, you know why she loves me, because I got a big dick. 16 years of loving this big fucking monstrous cock of mine. But it is what it is. Your moms and girlfriends love it too. And the Asians love it too. Oh, Peter Gilmore, we know you long time. We suck your dick and we have sushi. I don't like sushi, but I like the other kind of sushi. Move on. Alright, then we go to your main event. Let's finish off this hour-long slash review of Raw. So then we go to your main event of the evening. Randy Orton is not this voice! Taking on Marcel Barthel. Wasn't a great match. Eventually, they tried to use the announcer's table again, and like I said, the Japanese table! Can't even break that shit. Marcel goes after the knee that he hurt earlier in the night, and then Randy comes back, back suplexes Marcel on the table 4 times, and the table did not break. That must have been an industrial strength Japanese table. I am the Japanese table! So we get that. Walter showed up near the end. Back in. Marcel blocks the Hangman's DDT. Then gets superplexed down. Then Orton hits the DDT. It connects. Kaiser tries to get a fruit roll up for a near fall, and then Randy gets right up. Bang! Gilmore counter out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton as Monotonous Voice gets the win in just under 14.5 minutes. Match was okay, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Walter comes in. They have a humongous brawl. And then the USA Network, you fucking bitches, fucking cut the feed. Why? You cut the feed, you bleep out fuck. I mean, the fucking Netflix era for Raw can't come anytime soon. And I fear for SmackDown now. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, it is what it is. But, pretty good Raw. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. And all the other good stuff. And we move on. Alright, so leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. And we'll talk about Raw down below in the comments. Alright, now, Brinley Reese comes in, talking to Kendall Gray. I don't know who that other chick is. Is that Carly Bright? So they're talking, and then my girl Maddie Rankowski comes in, because she's in the tournament as well. I still think it's going to be between Sol Ruka and Jada Parker. Speaking of holy, no la faces, ho ho. I mean, I don't discriminate. I mean, I love my Asians, but good Lord, this hottie Venezuelan Puerto Ricana, oh, she can suck on my finger long time. She got an amazing ace. Oof. God damn, Valerie Laredo. Man, if she's going out with somebody, that guy, you are a lucky bastard. But it still should be me. What the hell is that in the corner? There's some, like, black thing in the corner. Is that like a sleeping bag? What is that? Like a pillow? Damn. Karen Q, Wendy Choo Choo. Basically doing a lot of MMA style kicks, some karate kicks and stuff. And taking Lola to school with that those kicks and stuff, that like judo, karate type stuff. And now Lola's coming back with her kicks of doom. You broke my nose, bitch! Wendy's gonna beat the crap out of her. Oh, I hate to say that. Using a lot of submissions, too. This ain't no submission match. Like a cross arm break, not cross choke, looked like. And Lola tried to pin, and Wendy had to kick it out of the two. I think we're gonna eventually find out what that black pillowcase thing is in the corner. Looks like a big old pillowcase. From somebody must have took it from the hotel. I don't know. But we got that. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below for Raw. Like I said, 7 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. I'll be back later for NXT over on my Peter Joseph channel. So you're 2 for Tuesday. Grab your tacos. It's Tuesday. And by the way, ooh, shake those titties. Yes. Anyway. I can't. When Lola shakes her titties, I get distracted. Sorry. But anyway. It's Taco Tuesday. And by the way, Taco Cat, not Otaku, Taco Cat, spelled backwards, is Taco Cat. So, it's Tuesday. Get ready for your 2 for Tuesday on a Tuesday. So, get ready for that. Later tonight on the Peter Joseph channel. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'm out. Peace! And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man! Adios. Peace, motherfuckers!